Hi, I'm Renee Holmes, and I own a company called Flutter FETTI. We manufacture confetti and streamer special effects. In 2005, my company was located in New Orleans. And yep, you guessed it, we got slammed by Hurricane Katrina, and I lost everything. Unless you've gone through a national disaster, you don't really understand the impact it has on your life. It's a horrible situation to see everything you had totally destroyed. That's why I personally understand why the survivors of Harvey, Irma, and Maria need our help. On September 1st, we announced that 20% of all Flutter FETTI's online confetti and streamer orders would go to the American Red Cross through September 15th. This has been very successful, and we've raised thousands of dollars. Since then, Hurricane Irma has hit our beautiful state of Florida, and Hurricane Maria has devastated Puerto Rico. So I've extended the time frame of donating 20% of online sales until the end of this month. I want to donate these funds to the American Red Cross because I remember they offered me assistance after Katrina. In fact, I can remember breaking into tears when they offered me help. As a survivor of a national disaster, I'd like to make a suggestion how the federal government can really help the people who have lost everything and have no money to rebuild. Our federal government needs to establish a national disaster grant program. I'm sure there are people in Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico who could not afford flood or hurricane insurance. They work hard just to house and feed their families. What are they supposed to do after the temporary help FEMA offers them runs out? A national disaster grant program could help them rebuild. Now, I'm not asking the national federal government to fund this grant program, but since they are revising our tax code, I'd like to make a suggestion that they add a line on our tax returns where you and I could put in a donation, and hopefully together we could raise billions of dollars that would help fund this program. I realize this idea will take time to develop, and it will not help the victims of Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria. However, we can be prepared for the future. Whether it's another hurricane, tornado, or earthquake, the American people, through their generosity, could help those in need to start again. As a people, we are very generous and caring with foreign aid with other countries when they need our help. But it's time we have a federal grant program which would provide the help Americans need to rebuild after a national disaster. I'm calling on our U.S. senators, congressmen, and congresswomen to become champions of the American people by offering hope. Hope because they established the National Disaster Grant Program. So when Mother Nature decides to strike us again, all Americans would know that their fellow Americans have their back.